Hey guys, this is Dre, and I woke up this morning to my phone blowing up with like millions of Twitter messages. People are saying, congratulations, your level got team picked. And I was like, wait, what? So I get on LittleBigPlanet 3, and what do you know? My level was team picked. So was really not expecting that. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. But anyway, a few friends in particular, have actually requested that I make a video walkthrough of the level because they don't have Little Big Planet 3 and they want to see it. And I figured I might as well turn it into a developer or a creator commentary as well so you can see like my thought process while I was making it. So let's go into the level. Alright, so a little bit of backstory while we're about to load here. This was inspired by a Flash game called This Is the Only Level. There's actually four of them. And it was created by a guy named John, also known as JMTB02. I'll be sure to leave a link to the game in the description so you can check that out too. Gotta give the guy credit. Alright, anyway, so this is the main menu. This is the first thing you see when you walk in. So if you're, a standard Little Big Planet 3 player, you're probably gonna walk around here and you're like, wait a minute, I can't reach these because normally you're used to only, the standard Little Big Planet jump. So the only thing you can really get to is either play or how to play. So we're gonna go to how to play. And this is a little picture of the first stage with lots of notes giving you a few tips on what you're supposed to do. And above Sackboy, there's a note that says, press X while you're in the air again to double jump. So you're like, wait a minute, I can double jump? And that's how you get up here. So that's a little way to teach players how to double jump. Anyway, let's go back in here. And there's a few more tips. So the basic concept of level 1 is there is basically one level, but there are 30 ways to complete it. The solution changes every single time. So usually you just press the switch, the door opens, you go to the exit. You avoid the spikes. You can also use the doors that are around the room. One door will take you to the other. I'll show you when we actually go into the level. And if you hold triangle, you'll go back to the screen here. So before we start, let me just show you the other areas of the menus. Alright, so I deleted my data. So the only stage unlocked, which it'll be the same if you're, a completely brand new player. The only stage unlocked is stage 1. And so let's also talk about the menu. I wanted a menu where you could just fully walk around it instead of it just being a standard, press up to select this type of menu. So this is my way of doing so, using the doors that are already in the level. And this is the music menu. You can select any of these preset songs in case you don't like the default one. And I think all the songs are actually pretty fitting. Let's see, which one should I go with? I'm gonna go with this one. Alright, so now let's go into level 1. Let's play. So you're gonna recognize this stage here. This was the same stage that was in the stage select. Or, I'm sorry, not the stage select. This was the same level that was in how to play. So, pretty simple. Hit the switch. Door opens, run to the end. But of course, it gets a lot more complicated after that. So this one, again, ripped off from This Is the Only Level, just like the first stage. Once you hit the switch, if you wait too long, the door will just close again. So it kind of gives you a little bit of rush. So you basically just need to run straight to the exit as soon as you hit the switch. This one, again, stolen from This Is the Only Level. John, please don't kill me. Anyway, third time's a charm. This is another way to get the players to pay attention to the level hints, which are in the stage titles. So you hit the switch once. It doesn't do anything, but you hear like a little confirmation noise, and you look at the name of the stage, and it says third time's a charm. So eventually you're going to be like, wait a minute, what if I hit it 3 times? Then the door opens. Alright, so the next stage here no double jumping. If players didn't go to how to play, this might be a way to figure out that you actually can double jump. So right now I'm trying to double jump. I'm literally mashing X, and I can't jump more than once in the air. So the way to complete this, you can either just be really careful and jump to the switch, and then go to the end, but let's die really quick. Let's say a player fell down here, and there's pretty much no way to get back to the top, and then they're like, wait a minute, what about these doors down here? So this door in the middle teleports you to the top if you press circle, and then this door on the lower left teleports you up here. So that's another way to kind of teach you about how the doors work if you get stuck. Alright, so stage 5, score bubbles. So you're used to hitting the switch so much, so we're going to press the switch here. And it spawns all these score bubbles. And if you play LittleBigPlanet a lot, you're really used to collecting these. So we're going to collect them all and see what happens. And the door opens after you collect all the score bubbles. So let's go to the end, go to the next stage. Think before doing. So again, this was stolen. I'm sorry, not stolen, it was borrowed from This Is the Only Level. So if you look to the lower left, I'm sorry, the lower right, the door's already open. You can just run to the end. But you're probably used to pressing the switch so much, so let's see what happens if you press the switch. If you press the switch, the door closes, and if you do that, the only way to progress is to basically kill yourself because you kind of screwed up since you closed the door on yourself. So long story short, just run to the end. So that's a little level to kind of give the player an idea that you're really going to have to think about these level hints. So anyway, this level's pretty simple. Same as most of the others except you're underwater. So simply hit the switch and swim to the exit. Nothing really special. Just underwater. That's all. Stage 8, Suspicious Door. Again, borrowed from This Is the Only Level. So you're going to press the switch like you're used to always doing, and nothing happens. So the level is called Suspicious Door, so naturally, you check the doors. You check the exit door, nothing. You check these doors over here, nothing. What about this door down here? Oh wow, there's a, little secret tunnel, and it actually leads all the way to the exit. And I really thought the concept of this, and This Is the Only Level, was really creative. So I had to do it myself. Again, borrowing ideas, people. Not stealing, I swear. Alright, so this stage has a little bit of history. At first it was actually called Static Electricities, because the floors are completely electrified, and even the walls. But, people didn't realize, even with, like the wiring in the background, that you could just climb if you hold down R1. So I had to change the title to something that would give you a hint that you could climb. So special thanks to like my testers and a few other people that pointed that out to me, so I was able to change that. So hit the switch and you just climb down here to the exit, being careful not to touch the platforms. Stage 10, make your own doorway. So this is a stage where I guarantee a lot of people probably gave up on because they didn't know what to do. So you grab the grabinators that are in the middle, and as a little hint, when you step on the switch, the doors kind of flicker a bit. So basically what you need to do is you need to grab one of the doors with the grabinators, since it's the only thing you can really grab in the level. So you grab one, and you remember, wait, you teleport to a door. So what happens is you just throw a door to the exit. So you throw a door to the pipe down there. Oh, and just as a little side note, if you step on the switch, the doors kind of reset themselves. I put that there in case people like threw the doors in like impossible locations so they couldn't grab them again. So I had to have a way for them to reset. Also, as you die, the doors reset also. So you throw that door over to the right, use this door, boom, you're at the exit, just like that. Sack people can't jump, so this is a level which basically forces you to use the doors. So again, if you haven't used the doors by now, this level is going to teach you about them. So I'm mashing my X button, I literally cannot jump. So what do? You jump down here, use this door, then jump down here, use this door, jump on the switch, and then you run to the exit. So a little bit more history. I actually designed this little stage here before I did anything else. I designed the stage, and then after that I built the levels around it. Luckily I didn't have to change the stage too much, because that would have really been annoying. But it worked out pretty well. Alright, flip side. So this is the same level, just completely flipped upside down. And I kind of regret this because if you try to jump up here, you pretty much can't make it at all. What you have to do is jump on the pipe, which is kind of tricky actually, and then jump to the platform. And I'm sure people didn't really realize you could jump on the pipe since you didn't really have to do that before at all, and they didn't make it. So I'm sure a few people got stuck on that one. So you hit the switch, which is also upside down, and then, oops, almost died there. Let's see if I can complete this dev commentary without dying. Anyway, after that, you just jump to the exit. Alright, so stage 13, Darkness. This is pretty much taking advantage of how lovely, and I really never use that word, but how lovely the lighting in this game is. So long story short, there's a light that kind of follows you, and you kind of have to feel your way around to the exit. So you step on the switch and go to the end. Alright, so stage 14 coming up. Alright, so this one, it didn't work when oh yeah, a little bit more history, I forgot to mention this. I actually started making this level in LittleBigPlanet 2, but I gave up on it when they announced LittleBigPlanet 3, and I figured I would just finish it there and take advantage of the new tools. So in LittleBigPlanet 2, this level didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to, but in LittleBigPlanet 3 it worked out more. So you step on the switch, this little bomb spawns, and you need to push it to the exit, and you blow up the exit. And yeah, the exit's gone, so we just go to the exit now. And this stage failed to load. I don't know why this happens. This only happened after I published the level. For some reason, when I was just testing the level on my moon, this never happened. Sorry about the wait. Alright, so there's a new power-up in LittleBigPlanet 3 that I thought was really interesting. It's this little wrench that's in the middle of the level. Pick it up, you get a little, like, construction hat. What this hat allows you to do is actually go into create mode as you're creating the level, something I thought was really interesting. So what you're supposed to do on this level is, after you grab the hat, you go into your pop-it cursor. You notice that the exit is blinking. It's a little hint on what you're supposed to do. So select it with your pop-it. Sorry, let me go into preview mode, because you can actually see like the makings of the level. Alright, so you can actually delete the door. And then you're done. Moving on. Alright, so now I'm gonna return the pod since I was in create mode. And we're gonna check out the later stages. Alright, so we're in create mode. Sorry about... Actually, let me try to get rid of the HUD, because that thermometer's in the way. Show HUD, turn that off. Alright, so we're in stage 16. This is one I kinda regret, because arguably this is the most difficult level out of all of them. A lot of people thought it was really difficult. Personally, I didn't, but that's because I created the level. So you grab the boost boots here, and what you're supposed to do is use them to land on the middle platform, like so. Hit the switch, and then land on the bottom. If you touch anything else, you will die, because it's electrified. There's also another alternate way to complete that one. But anyway, let's go on. So you hit the switch here, nothing happens. But you look at the level title and it says, hey, the right stick. So you move up the right stick on your controller naturally, the door opens. And of course, if you let it go, it closes. Again, I thought that's a little creative way to, you know, kind of have players complete the level. It's not exactly hard, but you're like, oh, okay, I get it, the right stick. Anyway, so this one, Flight School, kind of the same as the Boost Boots, but let me show you the alternate way to complete it. The door's already opened. You don't need to hit the switch at all. So let's grab the Hero Cape. Let's fly down here. This is actually not electrified. So you can just teleport here and fly to the end. Alright, give the exit a push. So you try to hit the switch and nothing happens, of course. You kind of used to this by now. You look at the level title and you're like, wait a minute, the exit, huh? Give it a push. So run into it, grab it, the door opens. Go back where you started. This one's pretty simple. You probably will guess what to do after you read the level title. Just jump back into the pipe you started in. Simple, right? Suspicious Door Part 2. I was honestly just running out of ideas, so I just needed something to do. So naturally, you look at the level title, you're going to try out all the doors. The top right one, when you use it, instead of teleporting, it opens the exit. So now we're just going to move on. Alright, the Rave. This one's pretty simple. You just need to hit the exit and... Or, wow, not hit the exit, I'm sorry. Hit the switch and go to the exit. The only problem, of course, is these, you know, plasma balls. Wow, plasma balls of doom that are just gonna kill you. Gosh, I can't talk today. Alright, so we're gonna try to complete this without dying so the music doesn't stop since I'm in create mode. Alright. Let's not die here. Okay, we made it. That one's definitely more difficult than the others. Firefighter. Alright, so this one, you grab the little creatinator here, it shoots water. You basically need to put all the fires out. Excuse me. So this one's more fun than difficult, of course. It's just the water has a kind of small range to it, so you do have to try to get close to the fires to put them out. It doesn't shoot like across the level or anything. Again, watch out for the spikes, don't die. And the door's open. Again, the exit message is giving you like messages of encouragement. Alright, anyway. This level is honestly my favorite level in the entire game. It does have a lot of history to it. In LittleBigPlanet 2, there was no opacity tweaker. So these little walls here that show up were just completely invisible, and honestly, I think that was a little bit too hard for LittleBigPlanet players. And luckily in LittleBigPlanet 3, there's the opacity tweaker, and you can set it to basically the closer you get to an object, the more, you know, untransparent it gets. That's not even a word, untransparent, but you get what I mean. So what you're supposed to do on this one, you have to use the doors to really get anywhere. So use the lower left door, drop down here, run on this little invisible floor, jump up, hit the switch, go back up, use the top left door, you'll be down here, then you just walk to the exit. Amazing job, yeah, I know, horrible pun. Create mode part 2. I do kind of regret this level because if you don't use the create mode in LittleBigPlanet 3, or the entire series for that matter, you might not know what to do here. But what you're supposed to do is change the color of this tag to match the tag sensor. Either that or you change the color of the tag sensor. So you kind of get a hint because they're the only two things on the map that are blinking. So we're just going to change the tag to red, like we're a master creator. We're a master of logic here. And the door opens. There you go. Failed to load level. So this is another level with a bit of history. At first, this level was just completely invisible, except for your character, but I figured that might be a little bit too hard, so as you saw when you spawned in, you could see the level, but then it disappeared. So it kind of gives you a clue that you just kind of need to memorize the level. So you hit the switch, the door opens, you're done. But I figured by now, after playing the level so many times, you kind of did memorize the layout, of course. Alright, so deceiving exit. This level's pretty hilarious. Hit the switch, it does nothing. But here's the thing. The exit, you can just walk straight through it. It literally just has no physics, so you can just walk straight through it. Again, this was only possible in LittleBigPlanet 3 because of the physics tweaker. So, I'm really glad I waited until LittleBigPlanet 3 to publish this. Tilt your controller. This is a level I kind of regret for one reason. So you hit the switch, it does nothing. You look at the level title, it says tilt your controller. You tilt your controller, the door opens. Here's the problem with this. People have told me that they don't play this game with 6-axis controllers, or like the official PlayStation controllers. So to some people this level is impossible, so I apologize for doing that. I really did not think of that at all. What's on the menu? So this level was stolen, borrowed from This Is the Only Level. And you hit the switch, it does nothing. You'll probably try everything. It's literally impossible to beat unless you pay attention to the level hint. What's on the menu? What's on the main menu? So let's hold triangle. Oh wait, it won't work because I'm in create mode. Let me just rewind here. Sorry about that. I'll just speed this up. So that happens, and you're like, wait, what? Let's go to the menu. But you go to the menu, you see this pipe over here that says stage 30. That's where you need to go. And you did it. You've basically solved probably the most clever level in the game, in my opinion. So this is the last stage. This one really isn't hard. It's just interesting. That's a really good word for it. So you grab the Creatinator, you use it, it shoots a clone of your character. What you're supposed to do is, when you stand on the switch, it opens the door, but it doesn't stay open. So there's two ways to do this. You can either step on the switch, shoot a clone of yourself. Your clone actually moves with the right stick. Shoot a clone of yourself, have him go to the exit, or you can do the opposite, make your clone stand on the switch and then move to the exit. So I'm just going to move my clone here. And I'm in create mode, so it doesn't work right. It only works in play mode. But basically, after you do that, you completed the level. So congratulations if you've made it that far already. Alright, so just really quick, I'm going to do a fly through. This is actually the last few stages. But long story short, I just have the stages all separated. They're really easy to just copy and paste, and then, simply change the colors and then add new logic to it. So this is just a quick, fly through of all the stages. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the first time I've done something like this. And it actually, I think it went pretty well. It could have went a lot worse. So yeah, this is the invisible stage once again. I love it. And yeah. Thanks for watching, for those that actually stuck around and listened to me talking for, I don't know how long, probably about 30 minutes. Looks like it's been 30 minutes. But anyway, I'm thinking of making a sequel to this level called Level 2. A few people have asked me to, but I'll probably publish something else first before I do that. Because I want to at least, I don't want to milk it too much, so I'll publish something else first before I make that.